Hey everybody, in this video we are looking at number 7, 8, and 9. You probably already watched the previous two, so you don't need the whole explanation. So let's just get into going over these examples. So here again, we have a 45, 45, 90. So that side is the leg, I'm going to call those L, and this side is the hypotenuse. And the rule is the hypotenuse will equal the leg times the square root of 2. Oop, okay, that's fine. Then from there, this angle is the same as that angle, yada, yada. Okay, so if I'm going to go ahead and solve, I'm going to use the fact that h equals 6. I'm going to fill in 6 for h into that other equation where h equals L root 2. And the 6 is getting plugged in, and that equals L root 2. And in order to solve for L, we need to divide both sides by root 2. And, oops, sorry. And we're going to have to rationalize our denominator while we're at it. So that's gone. I'm going to write my L over here. I have 6 over root 2. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by root 2. That makes the top 6 root 2. That makes the bottom 2. I guess I'll show this, but many of you will probably do this in your head. 6 root 2 over 2, which equals 3 root 2. So 3 root 2 is the length of both of the two, oops, too big, each of the two missing sides. L equals 3 root 2. Right there. Right there. There you go. All done. So that's the end of number 7. Let's look at number 8. Number 8, we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. This is my short side. I'm going to call that S. This is my long leg, which is equal to S times the square root of 3. And that's my hypotenuse, which is equal to 2 times S. The side I have is the long leg, L. So I'm going to fill in what the value of my long leg is. L is equal to 9, and I'll fill it into that equation. 9 equals S root 3, and then we could solve for S, right? So to figure that out, we will have 9 equals S root 3. Similar to the last example, we're going to divide by root 3, right? So S equals 9 over root 3, but we're going to rationalize our denominator. So 9 root 3 over 3. Don't leave your answer like that. 9 and 3 reduces. Final answer is, oops, this keeps happening, 3 root 3. So right there, S equals 3 root 3 for the short leg. So that right there. There you go. Okay. And L is 9. Okay. And last thing we need to figure out is the hypotenuse. H will equal 2 times S. And S was 3 root 3. So H equals 6 root 3. And that's it. There's nothing to simplify. You could double check if you don't believe me. But nothing to simplify. 6 root 3 is good to go. So H equals 6 root 3. That's right there. There you go. Those are your missing sides right there. And lastly here, we can deduce that this over here is also a 45, 45, 90, of course, because it's an isosceles right triangle. It's the only thing that makes sense right there. L, L, and H, but H is equal to L root 2. So I'm going to use substitution on the system of equations right over here. 4 is equal to L root 2. And similar to the last examples, we're going to divide by radical 2. That reduces. L equals 4 over root 2, but if I rationalize the middle step, it becomes 4 root 2 over 2, but we know we reduce, so we get 2 root 2. That's the length of the missing sides. L equals 2 root 2, and that's it. So again, that's the hypotenuse, right? And then here's my long leg. Figured out that value. If you're ever unsure, you could check the Pythagorean theorem again with what you found, and if it makes sense, at least it's appropriate for a right triangle. But that is the end of those 3 examples. Hopefully you got them right on your own. Give a thumbs up so I know you did, or just to know that you already watched it and marked your work and prepped for this. Just mark it with thumbs up or thumbs down so you know you've been here. Check the playlist for pre-trigonometry videos. That's it for now. Adios.